Well, and obviously this is from my personal point of view, so I don't know that I know every single part of the subject matter. There was a small group of people that protested, are trying to protest one of our festivals that we have downtown, sent some letters which apparently a little bit of a spark under the commissioners to attempt to change something in our ordinance, and some of them seem to think that the only way to alleviate this is to eliminate all of our festivals downtown, understanding that they can't just affect one festival and it be fair. Our entire downtown community has spent the last eight to 10 years trying to rebuild based on Cook Incorporated's generous donation to redo the historic Tivoli Theater. I was on the board over there and helped them build Spencer Main Street, and we have all downtown spent thousands and thousands of hours attempting to revitalize our downtown, only to have something like this come up that could possibly slow down that growth. And none of us are actually interested in seeing that happen. We've already got a petition of 1,046 people in less than 2 weeks to try to get the commissioners to understand that we're trying to fix what they might break, I guess. And they've made some comments on and off record that suggest that they want to take away our entire festival system down here. So my hope was to come in and alleviate some of that by trying to create a committee so that the public can sit down with our commissioners and help word any kind of ordinance changes so that they work for everybody involved, and so they help allow us to continue to grow our downtown. This is a really small community, but it is the inspiration for anything else in the county. So I want to see everything go well, and I've put at least 3,000 hours personally into things over the last handful of years. So I want to see this grow down here. My family's been here for over 100 years, and I just didn't think I could sit by and not try to come up with a way for everybody to sit down and actually come up with something without there being a battle or it being a major, media sensation. And here I am in front of camera. So,
what happened in the meeting today?
Well, looking at it from my point of view, taking something under advisement is basically saying we're not going to listen to you. That doesn't mean that our groups, which were actually generated on social media, will plan on backing down. Matter of fact, I'm probably going to try to talk to some people to make sure that the next few meetings are a little uncomfortable with extra people, just to get them to understand that taking something under advisement and sitting on it's not how we're going to play this.
So what happens now with their process?
Well, I think they're just trying to downplay it so that they can try to do what they already have an agenda to do, and that's unfortunate. And when I say they, I don't necessarily mean the entire board. The president of our board seems to be the one that generally is creating the drama up there and has for the last 3 years. And the front page of our paper can pretty much dictate that. Most commissioners' meetings have had a lot of very unprofessional things happen over the last 3 years. Our new guy, Gary Burton, is probably not really a big part of that. But the other two have been on through the entire strife that we've dealt with for the last 3 years, and that's obviously the one good thing about a petition is it can become a voting block.
So today they were just deciding if they were going to put it off for 90 days, and they said they took it under advisement. So
instead of actually putting my two motions in place, yes.
So if they do put this through, when will that happen?
Well, that's the awesomeness of being a politician and taking something under advisement. You don't have to say when you're going to do it. And that's the frustrating thing. But you know what? We'll probably have another group at the next meeting, and even if we're not on the agenda, we're going to make it very difficult for them to work until they start hearing us.